My name is Josephine Gillette, and for my 5E lesson plan, I will be talking about creating milk cartoon with a puppet, and I'm gonna be doing the activity. The whole lesson plan gonna be 30 minutes, and I'm gonna be working with kindergarten children, and I'm gonna have 15 children that I will be working with. Um, okay, for physical, for summary, for the children development, the summary of the children development. For physical, the children is rapidly growing and discovering new things. Children are growing and they are discovering new things and they are there, they can run around. The children, they are also, or they are tired and they are also easily difficult to adjust from playtime. And the children, they can also show sense for that age group. They can show sense of emergency in everything they do. And children can also, they may also find the varieties of colors. They used to doing that because from preschool they have already gone, they already doing that. And most children, they love to use colors. For kindergarten children, they love to use a lot of colors. And they can sometimes also one child may make a difference on another page. Like one child might use a lot of color on one page and the other child might use a lot of color. And then for my cognitive development, children, they know how they are in the stage of thinking. They in that stage of thinking what to do on the paper, what color to use. They are thinking how they can mix colors. Those are all the things they are thinking about. They understand how to solve problem. And for their cognitive, they also get into how they can get along with each other, because there are some kids, they don't cannot get along too much with each other. For cognitive, they can classify. Well, are going to be doing the classification. They have to think in order to do that. And simple play, they also have to think how to do that. And also for social emotion development, the children, they want to please each other, especially for that age group at kindergarten. They want to please their friend all the time. So they play sometimes with their friend and sometimes they don't play. So you try to make them to get used to playing with each other. And also for that age group, they follow classroom rules. So whatever you tell them, they will be able to follow and show respect for each other. Also at that age, they are learning how to move from each other's space. They give each other that space range at that time. And also for my prior knowledge, the student they will be previously taught from the topic discussion in kindergarten, because they are coming from preschool, they are entering into kindergarten. So the teacher must have taught them something about colors and how to make puppets. So they're going to do that also. And this student will be given the opportunity to express ways of how to imagine, because once you tell them, you can also play a game with them and say, okay, we're going to imagine a puppet, what your puppet going to look like. And they can also do that. And I took it from my prior knowledge 117.204 from the ARC from kindergarten. That's where I adapt that. It says that creative expression, the student will communicate ideas through original artwork using varieties of media with appropriate skills. The student expresses thought and idea creatively while changing their imagination. And for standard and objective, the children will be able to use varieties of materials, because I'm gonna have like a lot of materials on the table where they will be able to go and choose whatever they want to make. Not me telling them, oh, you have to use this or you have to use that. Give them the chance where they can go and choose what they want to use. And such my objective would be the children will be able to create and use the imagination to make whatever puppet that they want to make. Some might make puppet out of making maybe like a doll, or it might be like a dog, or maybe it might be like a cat, or the puppet can be anything, whatever. They have to use their imagination. But after the lesson, they should be able to do what was taught in the lesson. And some materials that will be used will be scissors, will be cartoon, the milk carton, because we're going to be making the puppet out of the milk carton. And they're going to have individual glue stick, especially now we have COVID-19. Everybody going to have their own individual glue stick. And they're also going to have construction paper. They're going to use yarn, different colors, because I might want to use black, and the next child might want to use something else. So we're going to have different colors of yarn. And also we're going to have googly eyes, so they can make it whatever way they want to make it using their own imagination. And differentiation, speak a language other than the language of instruction. For a child that cannot speak English, or maybe coming from a different country, you want to, I'm going to have maybe like a varieties of culture in the classroom. Maybe have a book about a puppet, but different kinds of puppet. And I can also talk to that child and letting them know that we are made in different ways. We come in different colors, and there are different diversity, and that they can make it whatever way they want to do. So I said the child who come to school with a cast on their hand, that child can also be like my helper. But maybe I can ask the child to maybe, oh, can you pass out the paper, since you might not have the time to do your work today, or I can assign that child to another student. So I said that the teacher will allow the child or the student to be very comfortable, make the child to be comfortable in the environment, in the classroom, letting them know that it's okay, they are welcome in the classroom, not shunking them out of the classroom. And also going to maybe assign that child with another child, for that child to help that child that might have problem with their arm. And also a child that struggle with ADHD, that cannot focus on the lesson, that child I said that the child will use exercise resistant band to help them assist and less thinking in their chair while being hand free to engage in concentration. So I might give them a band where they can kind of play with, instead of, so they can be focused, or maybe give them a ball or something that they can squeeze on, that they will be able to focus on what is going on in the classroom. And for my procedure for engage, I said it's gonna last for 15 minutes, because especially for this age group, you don't want them to sit for so long. Some of them might have very short memory, or their span might be very short, and some might have a longer attention span. So you are going to make it for like 15 minutes. Do it quick and let them be done with it. So first of all, I will invite the children to come over to the carpet by singing the song, if you're happy and you know it, or if you have a red shirt or blue shirt, you can come to the carpet, because you want them to come. You don't want to say, oh, everybody come to the carpet. No, you want to like start with singing a song, and when they see you singing the song, they might be like, oh, okay, I think it's time for us to go on the carpet. So that is what I'm going to do. And then after that, when I get every one of them seated, then I'm going to let them know what we're going to be doing for the day. I'm going to tell them about the book and tell them, oh, we're going to be making puppet. So that I might use this book. It's a Creative Me. And this book, it talks about how we can make our own puppet. Like I was saying, she made a puppet with the puppet hair is black. Yeah, the puppet hair is brown. And the puppet head over here is red. So people come in different color, in different size. So they can look, after reading the book to them, then I can tell them. After that, I will after I engage them, talk to them and everything, I'm going to let them go explore. And I'm going to have the art table. They're going to go there and do whatever they want to do with all the materials that I have. They're going to use that and do and make their own puppet that they want to make. For explorer, I say the student will explore the material by going on the table and collecting what they need for their puppet, which allow them to be independent in doing their work. They will also choose whatever color they want to make with their puppets. And then after that, I'm gonna after the explosion, we all gonna go back on the carpet, and that's going to explosion gonna last for 25 minutes because they need that time. They need time to go and explore. You can say, oh, while they playing at 10 minutes, you call them back. You might have some behavioral problem, so at least give them some time. They'll be able to go out and do, because everyone is not fast. Some children might do it slower, some children might do it faster. So give them that time. And after that, I'm going to call them back on the carpet. Maybe we're going to do that one for maybe 10 or 15 minutes. And then I'm going to ask them question, how they feel exploring, how was the activity that they did, so if they like it, if they didn't like it. And after that, the children, they will come, then they will take the puppet. We're also going to have a show and tell, which will encourage them. For a child that is shy in the classroom, and that child will be able to explore, they will be able to come out and explain. And then from there, expanding, the student will learn about the different kind of puppet and their importance, and that what are many ways to make puppet, and they can also use it. So to evaluate them, I just going to use like the checklist or the rubric. And thank you, and bye bye. Hope you enjoy it.